Oh. Huh? Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play Adventure, where it is a beautiful rainy day. Not that the rain has much bearing on our goals, because we're going to be digging a tunnel. I did want to hop down here, though, and check on the progress of the eggs, and it looks like literally nothing has happened. Oh, no, they're progressing. They're progressing. They might actually be going to hatch sometime soon. Maybe even in this video, which would be exciting because we want to see what happens to the baby turtles. Because before, when we had this set up with a single block structure, they just seemed to cease to exist. So I do want to see what happens, but we do know that we don't know this. We have a theory based on something we read a long time ago that I might be misremembering, that at night, these progress along a bit more than during the day. So we're not actually sure when this is going to hatch. We're not going to sure like how long it's going to take. We're going to go underground, though, and we're going to kind of like lay out where the tunnel's going to be, and we might even start digging. And as I remember it, there might already be a tunnel kind of started. We got to get down below and find out, though, because we need to dig a tunnel. It's one of our objectives, if we come over here to the objective board and have a good, strong look at it here, is, where is it? Dig a tunnel. Secret tunnel to the Yates Estate. So we're going to dig a tunnel, dig a big tunnel, dig a tunnel, never get done. You know, just like the meerkat sang. And this tunnel is going to go from the bottom of the world, basically bedrock. It's the BB layer, where if you go one block lower, you'll be at bedrock, but you can't really go much deeper than that because the bedrock is uneven. So this is the highest you can go without actually having visible bedrock all peppered around on the floor here, right? So not even at that layer. We're talking about right here. Oh, yeah. And like I said, we already have a tunnel. Or at least we started one. And I think we stopped because lava, but we've got to continue now. We want it to be straight across from here because we want to have all of our various different beacons in the overworld lined up with one another so we have perfect overlap. Well, not even overlap, just within a block of each other so that we never lose our abilities. Now, I did think about building a booster one along in here. Oh, I never talked about this, did I? I planted cave vines down here just to see what would happen. I was curious about whether or not they would ever grow their own berries or whatever. Here we go. I think what happened was we started running into lava. Yeah, so we stopped. So here's what we're going to do now, is I'm going to now run all the way back up, and it's going to be a slow and painful process to dig this tunnel. I'm just waiting until we get back inside of this tunnel here where we can start sprinting again. I have 64 torches, which we might go ahead and use to light up the path as we go, but I'm not going to put them in the walls like you see that I've done in this part of the tunnel. I'm just going to put them on the floor because I don't really know how I want to design the tunnel moving forward. I like the idea of continuing to use the cave vines, but not have them just hanging down along the sides. Maybe put them in their own little alcoves in the corners. We'll figure that out later. For now, we just gotta dig the tunnel. And in order to do that, if we're gonna be digging through... Actually, do I have any fire resistance? I was gonna say, I might have left it all back in the overworld. I'm not sure. That's okay. Oh, you know what? That's bad. We don't want that. It's just occurred to me that we don't want that. For the first time in a very long time, Silky's going away, and Lucky's coming out to play. Lucky here will just turn into regular old deep slate, because actually regular old deep slate can be turned into, or cobbled deep slate, I should say, can be turned into useful stuff, whereas regular old deep slate that you collect using Silky is completely useless. Now you might say, well, that's dumb. Why can't you use the stone cutter to make cobbled? I haven't checked since we got to 1.21.5. Maybe that's changed. I doubt it. I feel like it's probably the same. It's probably still awful. Can't rely on Mojang to fix real problems around here. They're busy working on imaginary ones. But that's okay. That's okay. Look, maybe they fixed it. I don't know. I could test it. I'm not going to. I'm going to start digging my tunnel. And when we get to the end, we'll be there, okay? What a profound statement. When we get to the end, we'll be there. I said when we started this project, I don't know where it's going. What I do know is that when we're at the end, we'll look around and we'll all say, well, there you are. We're there. And that'll be it. So we want to dig straight along until we get to the Yates Estates here, which already has a mark. But if we bring up the overworld, there we go. I guess our beacon's going to be right out here in front of it, which is fine. I'm not upset about that. I think that'll be A-okay. I'm going to set us up a beacon here. I'm going to just call it a temp waypoint. I'm not even going to give it a name. It's just going to be numbers. And apparently I didn't even create it by accident. So there we go. You got to hit the save button. That's important. And then I'm going to turn on waypoint beacons. I almost always hit the wrong button there. But now we can see exactly what we're digging towards up there. That is our goal. We are 357 meters away. Keep in mind, that also takes into account, I'm pretty sure, elevation. Maybe not, actually, because I'm jumping and it's not changing. So let's say it is 357 blocks. Well, the problem with that is that it's more than that, because we got to dig out this 3x3 area. So 3x3, that's 9. So 357 times 9 is going to be 3,213. Divide that by stacks of 64, assuming it's all deep slate, and that's going to be 50 stacks, which means we're going to run out of inventory space. Now, we do have the clutter crate and the loot box, and we can use both of those. But let's drink this first, okay? And then let's get to let's get to digging. We're gonna stick low for a second here before we work our way up into the lava, or we'll just go ahead and hop right in now. This is possibly going to destroy some of the beautiful plants behind us, and that's a shame, honestly. I'm not happy about that, but we do what we gotta do. Yeah, no, they don't like it. They're not liking the heat. It looks like it might have burned the bottom off of that plant. This is going to be a hassle. I can already tell. This is going to be a bit of a hassle to deal with. It might even be better. Oh, never mind. I was going to say it might be easier for us in the long run. If we, actually, yeah, no, hold on. It will be. Yeah, we can just swim in this stuff. So, we know where we're at. We've been here before. This lets out in our big cave. So what we're effectively doing is we're getting rid of this section of lava here, and that's okay. We do what we have to for the tunnel. The question is, where's the roof of the tunnel? Is it at a level with all of this? So these blocks need to go. So it's going to be at the same level as the obsidian here. Well, in that case, let's just swim back up. And we'll go ahead and we'll do this ourselves. We'll do this all the way across. I cannot believe that I played this game for so long without realizing the sort of wonders of the fire resistance potion. Absolutely incredible. You get 8 minutes of this stuff on the fully loaded one. It's insane. Okay, now we need to dig out some more, though. And the problem is we're going to lose the blocks before I collect them, I think. Yeah, so we're not even going to get to use them as building materials. Which is a shame, because we need to use them as building materials. Alright, new plan then. And we are running out of time. How much longer have I got? I got 6 minutes. I got all the time in the world. Just going to carve away. Ooh, lightning! Hey, at least we're underground. We don't have to worry about those gosh darn... those traps, what are they called? The skeleton trap situations? Those things are fun. Those things are a nightmare. So it's not enough that we just cap it off. We actually have to get rid of the lava in here. We have to get rid of the source blocks. We could also do this with buckets if we wanted to just, like, relocate the lava and maybe use it somewhere. Which, I mean, we might want to. Wait, we could just relocate the lava. Nah. Uh-oh. Well, that was definitely an arrow fired from somewhere. It's much more chill down here since we added, you know, 1,000 torches. Oh, hey, buddy. Well, that's rude and uncalled for. Listen, I'm just trying to do my job down here, alright? I'm a miner, I dig tunnels. It's my commission. I am my own boss, so I did make this decision myself. It's not like anyone's forcing me to be out here. But what is quite annoying is you getting in the way of my job. Alright, I'm trying to tear up the natural landscape. From that perspective, what I'm doing is a bit of a tragedy, isn't it? Also, it's going to be really obvious that the tunnel is made of a different material than the rest of the thing here. Because we're using the, you know what, we're using the deep slate cobble instead of the deep slate itself. It's okay. We can come back in the future, and we can correct that at a later date. We can make it look nice from above, inside of the tunnel. That's not really our main priority right now at all, to any extent, in any way whatsoever. My main priority right now is digging the tunnel. Now, what if we come across more lava? Well, it'll just be unfortunate, won't it? I wish taking the fireproof potion made the fire, like, texture on your body less irritating as well. Let's hold a torch in our offhand. That way, at the very least, we can see what we're doing as we work. And we'll place one down periodically. And we'll carry on. Look at that. We're now only a mere... 348 away. Something tells me there's going to be big jumps in this video. You're going to see that clock wipe, and we're just going to be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? All right. We are 250 meters away now, or 250 blocks. We've already filled up our inventory. Got some diamonds, not that many. It'll duplicate. There will be more, you know, when we break them with Lucky. So I broke those with Silky, just to save on space. We had some redstone that I didn't do that with, and I felt like an absolute fool. Talk about the peak of embarrassment. But I actually want to try a different tactic moving forward. Instead of digging out the entire tunnel, even though I will eventually dig out the entire tunnel, for now, just to get up to that point and kind of underneath it, we're going to dig straight in a line like this, all the way there. Oh, good. Wonderful. Fantastic start to the event. I had a brilliant idea, and this is where it's gotten me. You couldn't have timed that any better. That literally could not have been any better. It looks like it's just that one little patch there, though. We'll see. 150 meters to go, but I realized something strange. I think it does take into consideration height. The reason I say that is, at 150 meters, if I break this, we should be at 149. Okay, for example, if I break this, we'll be at 148. And if we're not, we're still at 49. Now we're at 48. Now we're still at 48. Now we're at 47. And I think the reason is, it is taking the height into consideration. So while we're moving forward on this axis, I forgot to be putting down torches. One moment, please. Wow. Running down this this pathway here, you really do get the sense of how much further we're really going to have to go. How much further we're really going to have to dig. Right? Because right now, I started getting really good speed when I started just digging out the 2 blocks. Also, I did hear the skeleton sounds to my right earlier, now my left. Possibly above me. Show caves? Oh. Yeah. Okay. Where am I currently? I actually have no... There I am. Yeah, they're kind of like all around me, possibly right above me. I don't know if that means there's anything interesting up there. The temptation is to go check, right? Like, that's... The part of my brain that longs for adventure says, go up there and see what's happening. There's a part of my brain that's a little bit smarter than that says this is a bad idea. Yeah, this was a bad idea. Look at that. This was, in fact, a bad idea. Cool, we know that that's there, though. We'll come back later. Oh, but using the map, you can get a better idea. We have not much further to go. Not much further to go compared to where we started from. We're getting there. Hey! I completely forgot that it would actually put, like, a beacon straight down into the earth. That's convenient. I forgot to put torches down again for a second. I keep forgetting. There we go. Now, the only issue is we're not sure this is exactly where we want the beacon to be. So what we actually need to do is run back down the tunnel we just made, and then go back up to the top of the world, and then fly back over to the Yates Estates, go out front of the Yates Estates, and then mark the exact spot we want to dig down, and then that's where we're going to put... Hold on, is this actually 50 blocks away? No, that's within 50 blocks. It's fine, never mind. I was worried that the Yates Estates wasn't actually, like, within 50 blocks of this passage, and would therefore, it would not really feel the effects of it will. The only downside right now is that this is an odd number of blocks, and based on how we place the beacons, it's going to be an even number, so it's not going to actually perfectly center up with the front of the Yates Estate. Which is unfortunate. Is that a zombie in the Yates Estate? I can't tell. It doesn't matter. We could bend the rules slightly if we wanted to. This mark is actually perfectly centered on the tunnel, by the way, I just realized. Well, what I was going to say, though, is that we could bend the rules slightly, and we can have it be off to one side, because this doesn't really count towards our grid idea, because our grid idea is going to see them every 50 blocks on this, like, perfectly square... We're not really doing... We're not actually going to have an ocean full of beacons. We're going to have enough to keep the entirety of Gilliam Island and Deadbull Island and all of the other surrounding islands. The Island of Pig at some point that we're going to have. We want to keep all of them lit up, basically. So what is that? Like 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Probably 12, more or less. So we actually don't need to center this one up right here. We could actually have it turn and then go up here and have the beacon shine out in front of the Yates Estate's entrance. Actually, would that be fun? Would that be a good idea? Would we want to do that? Or, because we do plan on building a bit of a village around the Yates Estate, it's not just the Yates Estate, but I'm still going back and forth between the idea of having the library be over here and some other services, kind of building up a proper city around these parts. Maybe we make it sort of the centerpiece of this area. What I'm trying to say, though, is that it doesn't need to be in perfect alignment with the other one down here. We can have the beacon be slightly off. In what way, though? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's fly out of here and figure that out. We can come back down here and finish all this digging later. For now, that didn't work. There we go. This is the way to travel down here. Goodness me, this saves a lot of time, doesn't it? So there's where the marker is right now. And we could have it come up right there. You know what? Let's have a nap, because it looks awful out there right now. Let's just go have a quick one. Have a bit of a lie down here. Oh, I forgot all about this. There's a bunch of lecterns. Yeah, we've not talked about that yet. We're trying to get more librarians. We're trying to get all of the different, I almost said potions, all of the different enchantments that you can get. So we're trying to breed up some additional ones. None of these have been locked in the air, but we got an affinity. I couldn't remember if I already had an infinity. We got looting 3. That guy's already locked in. Where's the new one? We have a new one. This guy's new. 5 for Silk Touch. Again, I've got to go back through and make a list. I need to create an actual chart of which ones we currently have and which ones are currently missing. This one's looting 3. I already talked to him. Silk Touch, I already talked to him. There's more. Which I don't know where they are. There should be 2 other ones. Here's one. I don't know what he's doing back here. He's back here alone with a child. Nothing weird there. Infinity. There's another one. There's a 4th one. There's 4 of them. Because there's the one... And oh, no, I guess I just left these 2 up. Okay, never mind. No, yeah, that's all of them. All right, you know what? Let's take no risks with the local landscape. Just pick these guys off like so. There we go. Get him, too. Take no risks. Perfect. Did I ever fill that hole in the ground? No, I didn't. I meant to do that. I'll have to get around to it. We might leave it. Next time Mickey logs in, he should be right there. We have this sort of round area of sand here. We could have it be centered on this and turn this into something in the future. As long as the actual Yates Estate's building is within 50 blocks of where I'm currently standing, which... Let's see, what is this block right here? This is 215, and over here is... Hold on, was it 215? So all the way down to 165, basically, right here. If we're trying to defend the place from attackers on all sides, we probably want it to be closer. If we use this right here, we'll say just like... Well, I guess we can say 150. Even though we would like it to go down to 147. Let's just say 150. That would put ideal placement at around 200, which is where this currently is already. We could nudge it a little bit closer. What if we put it in, like, right here? Let's see, what would that look like? So currently we do have this road split here. If we can't have it be perfectly centered on this, well, we can rotate it. That's the only thing, is that we can rotate it. And we could have it be inside of here. But I feel like that might be a little odd to have right in the middle. Or even in the middle of the house, it might be a bit strange. So having it be somewhere along in, like, right here, it could be in line. We could have it be right here. Right? And just have the path curve to lead into the chamber. And have it be right here. Are we all in agreement on this? Yes. Hold on, how many blocks away from the front of the house is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 full blocks. And then there we go. Awesome! Now I'm going to dig down to the bottom of the world. Don't mind me. Oh dear. Well, we know what that typically means when you see that seam of light there. We're playing a dangerous game right now, potentially. It could also just be that the sun is setting. But typically, when we see that sort of beam of light, it's a sign that we are close to lava, and I probably shouldn't be playing these games. Oh, this is cool. I mean, I like that this is immediately what's happening. It's just this is happening. Oh, I'm a bit turned around, top to bottom, honestly. I didn't realize what side of the beacon I was on. Okay, I think it's safe to say we're near 0, so that's good. About halfway where we need to be. Zombies don't really present much of a threat to us anymore. Go ahead and just secure this facility in the surrounding areas of the tunnel. Oh, well, looky there. There's one of them. Oh, I want to go here. This looks cool. Looks like a lush cave, possibly. Give me that diamond, that one random diamond all by itself. And we're going to continue our dig project here. Interesting. See, this path seems to intersect with another. I don't know exactly what level we're at, and I'm not going to check. I'm going to keep digging, because we can't be far from where we're trying to go. We're digging through some kind of a fault line, man. We keep coming across a crack in the earth here. Oh, here we go. That's bedrock right there. So we've actually gone too far. Right about here, I guess, is where we need to be, and our beacon is right there, so we need to go this way a little bit further. There it is, and we're still actually a level too low. So let's fill all this back in. So this is where the beacon center is going to be. So we actually have to widen out the whole thing a bit. But we're going to come down this hallway, and we should come into the side of this room where the beacon is, which is cool. All right, and now I get the joy of digging out the rest of the tunnel that we left unfinished. Joy. Oh, right, the lava! Forgot about the lava from before. Goodness me, I'd gone so far, it just completely just, like, left my memory. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Just based on how long it took to just break out that centerpiece from one side to the back, yeah, we're gonna... Oh, we're gonna be here longer, and I'm tired of being in this chair, and I bought a standing desk frame, and I haven't actually done it yet, so I've just got a standing desk frame in a box. Be nice to go ahead and get that done at some point. Oh my gosh! Have we seen this before? I just started, I was like, okay, so this is like a lot of lava down here. And then I realized we can adjust it to different layers. Look at all of this over here. Oh man, this feels a little cheaty because you're not supposed to have a map in Minecraft, but now that I know all this exists, I think we might have to do some more spelunking around the Yates Estates. Maybe come up here at some point and dig a tunnel this direction, tap into this little mine, or this little... Look at all this! There's bound to be an entrance above ground somewhere, you know, to all of this. What even is that? Oh, this is so cool. I can edit this to be at negative 60. No, hold on, that's wrong. Cancel. Change the wrong one. No, that's the correct one. Oh, that's weird. It's XZY on here. I guess that makes sense. So we'll do negative 60. So that the thing is actually ahead of us, and we can see how much further we've got to go. We've got... Oh my gosh! Not as many diamonds as I would have hoped, honestly. I was expecting more from this operation, and, slightly disappointed. Oh, good gosh. Oh. Huh? What? Wait, no... Why would there be a saddle and armor and leather? No. Wait, no, you don't think one of my horses somehow followed me, do you? Like it escaped and then it fell down the hole. Why would it be coming down here? I can think of no other reason why those objects would be here. And there's only one horse I know of that had all of that. Thunderhoofs! That wasn't really officially its name or anything, but no! Why? How? How did it get out? It was inside of here, wasn't it? Gold armor. Yeah, no, my diamond armor and saddled horse somehow got out of this enclosure that was built to be inescapable. I've not seen any other horses get out of it. And then wandered over here? And walked into this hole? Why? But why, though? Why? Oh, that's a tragedy. That makes me so sad. My inventory's full, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. I mean, this makes me sad here, folks. I can't even put into words how sad that makes me. We're going to have to breed up a new fast horse, too. Nah, we don't need to. We don't need a horse, do we? Also, this is taking a while. We finally made it. In the literal last final seconds, I decided to send it. let's fly back out of here. We're gonna go empty these chests, and then we'll come back and finish, because our inventory's full. Well, I'm all out of room now for Deep Slate. So I guess we have to take it down to Deep Store. Real quick, while we're thinking about it, Deep Slate is still useless. Now we know. Break it, though. Get the cobbled Deep Slate. Suddenly useful. Alright. Unfortunately, Deep Store is now also almost full. Yeah, no, that chest is full. This is regular Deep Slate. Regular Deep Slate's going up here now. Stone? Yes, but it's full too. Gravel? Not anymore. Whoop. Okay, here we go, yet again. 219 meters. Buckle in, let's go! 200, 150, 100, actually 99, I forgot to say. Yeah, it's okay, you know what's up. 69. 64, that's a stack! That means there's 3 stacks ahead of us. Because it's 3 tall. 50, 25. I did it. Now, of course, we have to widen out this room, make room for, you know, the actual pyramid structure, which is going to stretch out to over here, of course, and it's going to go up and all of that. But for now, we are finished. We lost a horse somehow, for some reason. We're not really sure what that was all about, and it was a tragedy, and I am upset about it, but we'll figure something out. We'll have to get another horse. They're all gone. Oh, no, how did it get out? How did it get out? I have no idea. This place is supposed to be secure. Unreal. Wait, where'd the other donkey go? Wait, we're supposed to... Oh, did it get blown up when the creeper blew up? Oh, no, we gotta go get another donkey. We need to go find another camel as well. We gotta have 2 of every equestrian. We gotta find llamas and alpacas and bring them back here as well. That's a project for later. We also need to just secure the place up better, I guess, so they don't wander out and die! Till next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. I'll see you later. Goodbye!